Hi guys, Dave here. Dave's LFC chats. I've got him again, the legendary John Gibbons, the Anfield rap in his headquarters in Liverpool. Welcome to the show, bro.
Nice to be back, mate. Nice to be back.
How are you? All good?
Yeah, great here, mate. Enjoying the international break, but obviously can't wait to get back amongst the real stuff this weekend. Palace away Saturday. Bring it on, eh?
Palace away. I'll tell you, I hate the international breaks. I just hate them. But Palace away, we go straight into a Premier League back, of course, as you just said, top of the league. We're sitting pretty at the top. Palace away is always tough. I always found it a tough ground. I know recently we've beaten them actually 4 times in the league. We've beaten them away twice, but they're always tough games, John.
Yeah, we've actually got a pretty good record there under Klopp, as you say. But before that, we always found it tough, and it's a ground which creates a good atmosphere, and it's tight, and they obviously they're an established Premier League team now, and so the big moments for them, it's not about staying up anymore for Palace. The big moments for them is, how many of these big teams can we beat at home, and they'll fancy it against Liverpool, and I think we'll have to play pretty well if we want to win.
Yeah, I just actually before we even talk about the Palace game, the big news last night was Pochettino and Mourinho. What did you think of that?
It seems to come out of nowhere, didn't it? I wasn't expecting him to leave at that point, and then obviously to have a replacement lined up, so quickly. It's funny because Mourinho just seems to be so different to Pochettino. You wonder what the sort of thinking is really, because they've obviously got a manager in who's, all about developing young players and is good at working to a budget and is a visionary manager, whereas Jose, is come in, spend as much as he can, win, and then sort of go when my time's up. And so it's a very different approach. Whether they feel like they need a different approach, or I just feel like sometimes clubs think, who's the sort of best manager we can get, without necessarily thinking about kind of what kind of football club they want to be. So bit of a surprise, but he adds a certain bit of razzmatazz, Jose, doesn't he? A bit like yourself, Dave. You know what I mean? He's got some energy about him. He's got a bit of showbiz. And so yeah, he'll make things exciting. He'll write headlines, sell copy, and he'll make himself the story as ever.
Exactly. The only thing is as well, his style of play doesn't really suit Spurs at all, does it?
I don't think so, but I think he likes one up front, doesn't he? So he's got Harry Kane there, so he's probably looking at Harry Kane and thinking, well, I can do something similar to him than what I've done in the past, And if you think about that Chelsea team, the first one he built, had Drogba up front, and then it had guys coming from midfield, and you look at what Lampard did. Maybe you're seeing a bit of Dele Alli and Lampard. He's looking at Son and guys like that, and thinking, well, kind of thinking about what he did with like the likes of Robin and Joe Cole and from wide areas. So maybe I think he's looking at it and thinking it's a talented squad, and it's a squad that is underachieving at the moment, and maybe just kind of needs a bit of a fresh voice. I think it's good move for him, for Mourinho, up until he asked for the checkbook in January and he's not necessarily getting one.
Yeah, well, that was the breaking news last night. But I think he lives in London as well, so it probably suits him to get a job in London. I think his kid goes to school there and all, so it's a handy one for Jose. But anyway, another few things. I won't keep you long, John. I seen the video you did with Anfield Rap on the mural, the Trent mural off Anfield Road there. I was over in Liverpool in October for the Leicester City game, and I spent actually a lot of time on Anfield Road because I stayed on Anfield Road. I was in Hotel Tia, which great Ragnall's, great stuff there. But that's a really top-class mural. You only really know how good it is until you're standing right up close to it. You were involved with that, were you, sir?
Yeah, well, we commissioned it, which is a posh way of saying we paid for it. But we something we wanted to do. It was basically after the Champions League win, and we wanted to do something to celebrate. And we didn't feel like there was quite enough, in Liverpool as a city to sort of commemorate this amazing thing. Obviously there's 2 football teams in this city, so I don't know whether you worry about, upsetting people or whatever. But we didn't really feel like Liverpool as a city was making as much of it as it should have done, really. So we wanted to do the mural, and then when Trent said that quote after the game, which is just a local boy from Liverpool whose dreams just come true, we thought, well, that kind of fits in, and we wanted it to be something that was inspiring, that was inspire young people in the area, and just be nice, another thing to people to go and see sort of around the ground, really. So So it's as you say, it's right on Anfield Road. It's the bus goes past it, which I like, the first team bus. So Trent gets to point at his mural and show off in front of his mates, which we quite like as well. And yeah, it was just sort of a nice thing we've done really, and then obviously raises hopefully awareness for the food banks as well, because they collect on Anfield Road. They're right there every game. Fair play to Ian and Dave, who were always there, and loads of others who helped them. Collected for the food bank. So anything we can do to raise a bit of attention and awareness for them is good too.
That was absolutely brilliant, yeah. He seems like a nice guy, Trent. I've seen you talking to him. He seems down to earth, a normal lad.
Yeah, I like Trent. To be honest with you, there's not many of the current squad who don't seem like that. They all seem fairly grounded. They all seem fairly, switched on and just like normal lads, really. I think it helps that not many of them were sort of superstars at 16, 17, you know what I mean? A lot of them, have had like, have had to work the way to where they are now, really. You look at someone like, Virgil van Dijk, for example, he got rejected by the big clubs in Holland and had to sort of, go to Groningen and work his way that way, and then through the Scottish leagues, similar to Andy Robbo, released by Celtic and look where he is now. And so for Trent, he's obviously playing for his boyhood club, but he knows what that means, and he knows that he's living all of our dreams, and he knows that he was the lucky one who had the talent and, of course, the application to make it work. And so I think he gets that, and I think he understands that he's representing us out there, and he sees that as a positive, not like he doesn't get pressure from it. He sees it as something that is good. So I think he is a good lad. He seems switched on. He is young, though. You forget how young these lads are. Like, I could be his dad, Dave, you know what I mean?
I could be your dad.
What a weird family that'd be, the three of us. But yeah, no, he's great, and he's been top with us, and we appreciate it.
Another thing I just seen this morning on the Liverpool website itself, Liverpool FC website, was the Kirby training ground. Looks like it's going to be okay for the 2020 start of the 2020 pre-season.
Right, well that's good. I'm not saying that, to be honest with you, mate, but that's good news. It's something that is, I think, long overdue, and I think look, Melwood's brilliant, isn't it? And it's got so much history, and it's a shame in a way to leave there. Partly as well because it's handy for me to get to if I ever need to go. It's not far from where I live, but it's a great spot. But I think having everyone on the same complex is a positive thing, and I think having the young lads one place, and then the first team kind of 3 to 4 miles down the road. I think that was something when Jurgen Klopp came in, just sort of didn't really make much sense to him. I think the idea of the young lads being able to see the progression, being able to see the first team, up hand, and realise both how close they are, but also how much work they need to do, I think is good, and I think is inspiring for them. And so Melwood, there is a space, Kirby, there is, so they're going to make that happen. It's going to be incredible from what I've seen from the pictures, state of the art, something that'll hopefully encourage more players to come to Liverpool as well. I mean, you don't need many reasons to come to Liverpool at the moment, but I think, obviously, they show off the training grounds and stuff like that, and so anything they can do to say, well, look at this is where we train, this is where we work every day, state of the art, new, everything there will only help. So yeah, good news that it's on track, good news that it's developing well, and looking forward to seeing it finished.
Are the women going to be based there, the women's team?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know is my honest answer, Dave. It'd be good if they were, certainly, from a point of view of feeling more like one club, because that was one of the nice things. I went to the women's game on Sunday, and it did feel like, it just felt like I was going to like a Liverpool game, whereas when you go to Tranmere or you go to Widnes or where they played before, it does feel a little bit different. So obviously they can't play at Anfield every week, but that was a nice thing on Sunday, and obviously big crowd, 23,000 there to watch them. And so I think the more and more it can feel like a one club mentality, I think the better for the women's team, and the more people will kind of notice them and hopefully go out and support them.
Are you planning to come over to Ireland next season, or this season? I mean, in March.
Yeah, hopefully in March or maybe February. It's Craig Hannon who sorts out all these things. I just get told to pack me socks and grab me passport and go to the airport. But
drink money.
Well, you need to in Dublin, I tell you. But yeah, no, hopefully in February. So hopefully you'll let me on, Dave, when we announce it, and we'll tell you all about it and tell your viewers and listeners all about it. But yeah, hopefully we're looking at February. We're looking to do Dublin, maybe Belfast again, and maybe somewhere we've not been before. So see how that goes.
You should do Cork. There's a big Liverpool following in Cork, and it's a big city, Cork. You know.
Yeah, I'd love to go to Cork, mate. Yeah, love to. Like to do somewhere new. We done Galway last year, which was a laugh. Yeah, so we've done a few now, but yeah, Cork would be a nice one. It's meant to be good fun, isn't it?
It is, yeah. All right, lads, all right. They actually speak like Scousers in Cork. Similar.
Oh, there you go.
Similar. Okay, John, I'm going to leave you. Thank you very much. Obviously, I'm going to go for Liverpool to beat Palace the weekend. I'm going to go 2-0. You're going to go for a win, obviously.
Yeah. I think we'll win. I think it'll be tough, but I think we'll do it.
Yeah, points mean prizes. Okay, I'll talk to you then, bro. Cheers.
Go ahead. Nice one, Dave. Ta-da.
Bye-bye.